Hello, everyone. Parashat Chukat plunges us into the heart of paradox, into the depth of a wisdom that challenges our understanding of life and death, purity and impurity. It begins not with a story of triumph, but with a law that defines human comprehension, the law of the para aduma, the red heifer. The Torah itself calls it a chok, a divine decree, a testament to a wisdom that transcends our own. Imagine a perfect, unblemished red heifer, an emblem of pure life and vitality. It is taken outside the camp, a place of separation, and there it is reduced to ash. But how, we may ask, can its ashes, born of death, bring about purity? This is the question that echoes through the ages. The very hands that prepare the ashes become impure, while the one sprinkled with them is purified. Our sages, the Chachamim, teaches us a profound lesson here. Sometimes the path to purity, to life, leads directly through the acknowledgement of death and loss. This chok, it's not an isolated mystery. It is the key that unlocks the trials that follow. The Zohar, our book of mystical splendor, teaches that the red heifer hints at the secret of Binah, the divine understanding. It represents the spiritual process of descending into the depths of gvura, of judgment and severity, to extract the hidden sparks of holiness. The impurity contracted by the Kohen is the spiritual cost of engaging with this profound transformative process. This theme of life emerging from loss resonates powerfully as the narrative unfolds. With the death of the prophetess Miriam, the well that miraculously sustained the nation vanishes. The source of life, it seems, is gone. The people, lost in their grief and consumed by their thirst, do not immediately connect the two events. They had taken the life-giving water for granted, just as they have taken for granted the quiet merit of Miriam. The Zohar explains that Miriam's well was a physical manifestation of this very life force, drawn from the depth of divine understanding. When her physical presence departed, the vessel for that revelation was hidden, forcing the people to seek a deeper, more internal source of spiritual sustenance. Faced with the people's despair, Moshe, in a moment of human frailty, strikes a barren rock instead of speaking to it as commanded. Water gushes forth, but the act is deemed a failing. Why? The Chachamim explain that the generation that left Egypt was accustomed to miracles of overpowered. But this new generation, the one that had to go to enter the land of Israel, needed to learn a different lesson. It was a lesson of partnership, of finding the divine not through shattering force, but through the refined power of word and will. The Zohar adds another layer, teaching that striking the rock was an act of external force, a manifestation of the lower, more severe aspects of Gvura. To speak to it would have been to draw forth life through the power of holy speech, a higher, more refined connection to the divine will. It was a missed opportunity to reveal a deeper dimension of God's presence in the world. Parashat Chukat, therefore, is not a collection of disparate tragedies, but a profound, unified teaching. The red heifer, the loss of the well, and the striking of the rock all point to a single deep truth. True life, true purity, and the most authentic connection to the divine are not found by avoiding the darkness, but by courageously walking through it. It is in the acceptance of that which we cannot understand, the chok, that we find the deepest wellspring of faith. And it is from the very ashes of our losses that the waters of new life can and will emerge. Shabbat Shalom.